It's Barnes and Leslie. If you missed the big announcement this morning, we are sending you and a friend, we hope, to see U2 at Sphere in Las Vegas. This all starts Monday. This Monday, you'll be listening for what you need. It'll be obvious for you then to call in, and then you'll be qualified to go with 2 P1 level tickets. These are the best tickets in Sphere. I know because I went. And I'm telling you.
I have to ask you, because you've been, of all the experiences and all the concerts you've been to over the years, where does this rank?
Number 1 with a bullet, not even close.
That's what I thought.
Nothing else even close. Sponsored by Solomon Brothers. This is a huge, huge deal. Get ready for it. The 99X U2 UV Diamond Experience at the Sphere in Vegas. The winning starts on Monday. Right now, we've got Sleaze, Crash Clark, filling in. You remember how to do this?
I do.
Sleaze on.
Spill it, Leslie.
There's this crazy story that's going on with Robert De Niro in court. His former assistant, Graham Chase Robinson, suing him. He countersued her. Let me just set it up for you. 2019, she left at Canal Productions. She was VP for production and finance. The company filed a $6 million lawsuit against her, saying that she excessively binge-watched Netflix while working. She charged personal meals and groceries to the company's credit card, inappropriately used her employer's fund for personal gain, using his frequent flyer miles. What? So guess what? She countersued, saying De Niro and the company violated the New York City human rights law, claiming that he directed sexist comments at her, assigned her stereotypical female job duties that were inconsistent with her job title, and paid her less than the other male employee, Dan Harvey. This is where it gets crazy. De Niro is actually on the stand, and he's like, what does Dan Harvey have to do with it? He continued, God knows why she felt like she should make the same money. Dan's been here for 40 years. He's been with me, left his family, never complained. Is she jealous of him? And then talking about the pay disparity, he's like, give me a break with that nonsense. For her to use that is so ridiculous. Like, he's not trying to be PC on the stand. Then they asked about the time she claims he wanted her to scratch his back. And he's like, every little thing she's trying to get me on is nonsense. Shame on you, Chase Robinson. Like, he addressed her in the court. And then there was one other thing. Apparently, he called her names. Here's De Niro on the stand. Yeah, fine, I berated her. He then agreed that he might have called her petulant, snippy, and a blanking, spoiled brat. Wow. I've raised my voice. You want to dispute that? That's the one thing I don't do. So anyway, wouldn't you like to actually watch this on Court TV?
Sounds like a movie.
Yeah, I was going to say, yeah, somebody turned this into a script.
I'd pay money. No holds bar. I told you, Barnes, that I saw Old Dads. Crash, have you seen that on Netflix?
No, I have not.
This is the Bill Burr movie. And by the way, it is killing the second consecutive week, the #1 most watched movie on Netflix.
Yeah, dude's crushing it. It was great having him on the show. You can catch it on the podcast if you missed it.
Oh, it's a funny movie.
I'm going to tell you right now, I love Bill Burr. Absolutely love his comedy. I just think he does a lot of stuff about Star Wars nerds and things like that. Because he actually was in one of those episodes of Star Wars, one of the Disney thing. So I love him. He's awesome.
He's funny. We've got tickets. Another chance to win tickets tomorrow at the Morning X ticket window. 7:40-ish.
Travis Barker from Blink-182. We've all talked about his panic attacks from flying again because he was in that crash, including once when the jet was losing cabin pressure. He gave a little update about his baby with Kourtney Kardashian. Listen to this. This is a One Life, One Chance podcast with Toby Morse and Travis Barker.
A little slip, I do believe.
There's one that's like a benefit for Hawaii that we were going to do, but it's the week Rockies do. Rocky 13 Barker.
Such a hard name, man.
I was like, he's going to come out of my wife's like doing front kicks and push-ups.
Was that out yet? I haven't heard it.
No.
Yeah, that's the name.
Was that like a slip-a-doo?
I guess.
Was that a slip-a-rooney?
Maybe that guy knew. I mean, I haven't seen it anywhere else. Maybe it's out there, but it sounds like that was a slip.
I'm wondering what's going to happen after this episode of the Osborne podcast comes out. Because Sharon Osborne is talking about why they don't do Ozzfest anymore. This is actually her side of the story, which I've heard the opposite, but check this out.
All the bands were our mates, but the managers were greedy, and for some reason they thought that we were making billions on it, and we weren't. We made a profit, but it was not like we couldn't retire on it. Managers and agents wanted more and more and more, and it just wasn't cost effective anymore.
So is that ultimately why Ozzfest?
We stopped. Years and years ago, one of the bands, it was the second Ozzfest we did, or the third, wouldn't go on stage until I agreed to give them $10,000 more. And they were holding everything up. And I said, of course, I'll give it you.
What band? Say it.
Say it, Danzig. And then I didn't give them the money. They went on, played, and I went, you. You signed a contract, your agent agreed it, and you're just gouging.
I would never believe a word that comes out of her mouth.
Because I always heard how they used to gouge bands on that Ozzfest. I don't know. I'm going to look into it, though.
I can't believe she would put that out there knowing the backlash that's probably going to come.
I know. Hey, Crash, did you hear Mick Jagger on the Morning X?
I have not. No. What?
So you didn't hear it on the podcast, Crash.
Well, I should. Yeah. Saturday Night Live, though, was amazing. His last appearance on SNL.
It was incredible.
Sadly, Fram, Crash is on the TV when we're on the radio.
Yeah.
Well, he can listen to our podcast.
Yeah, duck in a corner, Crash, next time, and listen to us.
Well, I'll bring this up because of the new record, Hackney Diamonds, they're now the first act to have an album chart in the Billboard 200 Top 10 in each decade.
Oh, my God.
That's a feat. Come on. I have a little, I want to quiz you guys.
Uh-oh.
Yes, the highest paid dead celebrities.
Oh.
Mm-hmm. And this is earnings, and these are, highest paid. Can I give you like 10 to 6, and then you guys do the top 5?
If we can, sure.
Well, no, I think some of them are obvious.
Right. I was going to say 2 of them come immediately to mind, but go ahead.
All right, okay. Well, at number 10 is Bing Crosby at $14 million. Probably White Christmas.
All right, yeah.
At number 9, I can believe this, at $16 million, Bob Marley.
Yeah.
Highest paid dead celebrities at number 8, John Lennon, $22 million. Mm-hmm. Number 7, which I thought would be higher, Whitney Houston, $30 million.
That surprises me. $30 million? And that's just for a year?
Mm-hmm. Highest paid dead celebrities. Combined earnings of the top 13 celebrities, I guess, amounted to like $470 million. All right, here we go. At number 6, Prince, who we miss, $30 million. Would you like to take a guess at anyone in the top?
You go first,
come on.
Crash.
One or two are very, very, very obvious.
I mean, the first 2 that come to mind immediately are like Elvis and Michael Jackson.
Mm-hmm.
Same. I would think, of the 2,
who's number 1?
Elvis dead longer. Who had a bigger reaction? I would say maybe Jackson 1, Elvis 2.
Yeah.
Is that what you're thinking, Crash?
Yeah, definitely. Michael Jackson now because they're celebrating the 40th anniversary of Thriller, so that's got to be huge coming up. So yeah.
What is it?
Number 5, Charles M. Schultz at $30 million.
Really?
Dr. Seuss at $40 million at number 4.
What?
Ray Manzarek from The Doors, number 3, $45 million.
What? Oh, that has to be like a catalog sale. Like they sold the rights, and that estate got paid.
At number 2, $100 million, Elvis.
Okay.
I mean, with all the Elvis craze in the movies, you guys nailed it. Number 1 at $115 million, Michael Jackson.
Man, I
know.
They are just cashing that check. The Prince family only getting $30 million a year, and they're all fighting over every penny, I bet you.
Yeah, absolutely. I was going to throw Bowie in there, too. No Bowie. No, not even in top 10.
Yeah, that was surprising.
Yeah.
Barnes, you have daughters. Crash, you don't know if you have any daughters.
He might.
Maybe.
Charlie Sheen sharing his initial reaction to his daughter joining OnlyFans.
Oh, Lord.
His quote, "This can only go bad."
Yeah, right.
It doesn't fall far from.
Yeah, she's not drinking tiger blood. She's all right.
Yeah, they're very close, as you know. She lived with him for a while. He said, "I had a knee-jerk reaction to it because of the reputation that preceded it. I was just like, oh, this can only go bad." However, he has decided that her success partly depends on having supportive parents. Wow. I mean, look at her role models. Come on. Dang. Oh, the outpouring of love for Matthew Perry. Hey, I was on TikTok last night and just randomly came up on my feed. Actor Hank Azaria was talking about their friendship and how Matthew Perry was the first person to take him to his first AA meeting. Obviously, Hank's been sober for all these years, and just how bad he felt that what happened to Matthew Perry. But this is what I can't understand. I just saw this in the New York Post. You know, they're doing all those tests to find out, you know, the official cause of death. But the New York Post is saying Matthew Perry did not have fentanyl in his system at the time of death. Very interesting.
Well, how do they know that so far? They say the toxicology, whatever, takes a long time.
Takes a long time, but they're saying...
Toxicology.
Law enforcement officers told TMZ, of course, when they went to the official source, TMZ, that investigators ran a less in-depth test that revealed he didn't have fentanyl or meth in his system.
Good. I'm glad to hear that.
Yeah, so I guess, obviously, as you know, more reports coming out.
We all saw it.
Cause of death.
On the Friends reunion, that was the first time it was glaring to me, but I had no idea that he had this many demons. It's such a sad story.
You know the actor Tyler Christopher from General Hospital and Days of Our Lives?
I don't.
What? Because I thought you watched Days of Our Lives.
No, Fram. You watched General Hospital.
Okay, well, sadly, dead at the age of 50. The news was incredibly shocking from one of his friends. I'm devastated by his loss. He was a very gifted actor. More importantly, an amazing friend. And that's for those of you that have watched him. Again, Tyler Christopher, dead at the age of 50 from GH and Days of Our Lives. In an interview back then, you know, he went on and talked about mental health. Here we go. Tyler was an advocate for better mental health and substance use treatment. Openly spoke about his struggles with bipolar depression and alcohol. Rest in peace. That's your Celebrity Sleaze.